we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus Brittany Basan, 151351, 1352, and 1353.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, Christopher Bogart on behalf of Ms. Brittany Basan, who's present approaching the podium at this time, the number P83336.
All right, thank you. And ma'am, your name, please, for the record.
Brittany Basan.
All right, thank you. And thank you for dressing appropriately, even though you seem to have an issue with your knee there. All right, so counsel, today is the date scheduled for pre-trials. These matters are obviously quite old. And so you had an opportunity to speak to the prosecuting attorney regarding these matters?
That is correct, Your Honor, and at this time we have reached an agreement where Ms. Basan is prepared to plead guilty to possession of drug paraphernalia and guilty to allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, and in return a dismissal of the original charge of possession of narcotic and driving license.
Okay, so because of this, in 2015, there was a different case number for every charge. Let me just, so possession of drug paraphernalia, which is 151353, that is being dismissed, correct?
No, that is the one that she's pleading guilty to. The possession of, I think it's possession of controlled substance, I believe is the other one that's being dismissed.
Okay, can you make a copy of this for me, please? Because I should have been separate plea sheets. And then 151352, the possession of controlled substance, that's being dismissed?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay, so there will be, even if that's being dismissed, there will be some there will be warranties and such. Okay, and then as to the driving without license suspended, which is 151351, that's being amended to not allow a licensed driver to drive, correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, ma'am, please raise your right hand. You solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this man the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. I can't hear you.
I do.
All right, thank you. All right, and you heard the plea that your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to keep your volume up, okay? Because you're far from the microphone, and we need to be able to pick you up on the recording. All right, and so as to the amended charge of allowing a licensed driver to drive, how do you plead? As to the charge of possession of drug paraphernalia, how do you plead? I'm sorry? And you've gone over your advice of rights with your attorney, correct?
Yeah.
And you've gone over the possible penalties as a result of your plea, whether in this court, any other court or administrative agency.
Yes.
And knowing all that, you still want to continue with your plea?
Yes.
Any immigration issues?
No, Your Honor.
All right. And counsel, if you can please body your client.
Thank you, Your Honor. Ms. Basan, were you in the city of Wyandotte on April 9, 2015?
Yes, I will.
And while you're in the city of Wyandotte, were you stopped by a Wyandotte police officer?
Yes, I will.
And at that time, did he ask for some sort of driver's license from you?
Yes, you did.
And were you allowing an unlicensed driver to operate that motor vehicle at that time?
Yes.
It's also true at that same incident that a police officer found a bag in your vehicle containing cocaine residue.
Yes.
And was there a straw that was used to consume cocaine in that bag?
Yes.
Your Honor, defense is satisfied.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept the plea to the amended charges, dismiss the drug license suspended original charge per the plea agreement, as well as the possession of controlled substance. And we will schedule these matters for sentence, well, even though they're different case numbers, since they're all the same incident, I'm just going to keep them together and we'll schedule them both for sentencing. Does November 27th work?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, then ask the bond counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, regarding bond, we would just ask that bond be continued. I know these cases are from 2015. Ms. Basan did retain our office to clear up all of her pending warrants and everything that she did have. Wyandotte was the last stop on the bus here today, so we have been actively taking care of all of her outstanding criminal issues. She has since been sober for over a year with documented proof of that. Unfortunately, during all of this, she was in a different place, different time. But she's since gone to a rehab facility where she successfully completed that. She's still continuing with outpatient therapy that she's a part of. As the court can see, she's had some ongoing medical issues for the last few years. She was involved in a shooting where somebody broke into her home and shot her in the back. And then from there, she was involved in a pretty terrible car accident that's left her disabled. And based on all that information, all of her medications that she receives is controlled by her doctor, so she has to go there every 2 weeks for a drug test in order to have some sort of pain management. She doesn't get to take anything on her own at that point, so they're very aware of all of her past issues and have worked diligently with Ms. Basan to make sure she stays on the path of sobriety. So based on that information, the fact that she's appeared here today and that we've approved all of her other outstanding warrants, we would ask that her bond be continued. I do believe she posted a bond originally with this court date, so we would just ask that be continued.
All right, the court will continue the cash bond. You're not to possess, consume any alcohol or drugs unless prescribed in counsel. Since 151352 is being dismissed, I'm not going to set that with the other ones, but there is a $145 clearance fee. I'm sorry, $100 warrant fee, $45 clearance fee for a total of $145. Is your client able to, we can apply $145 of the bond and we can transfer the balance of the bond to one of the other cases?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Okay, so then that will mean 151352 will be completely done. Ma'am, I'm glad that you did decide to get these matters cleared up. And how did you get here today?
My fiance drove me.
Okay. All right, we'll see you back on November 27th at 8:30 a.m. Please make sure that you are stopping over probation and they will get you set up.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
Have a good rest of your day as well.
Thank you. Okay, we are on the record in the matter of the City of Wyandotte versus John Thorne, 231708.
Good morning, Your Honor. Mr. Chairman, Attorney Allen, Mr. Gordon, Associates, State Farm, New Branch.
Thank you. Sir, your name please for the record.
It's John Thomas Thorne.
Thank you. All right, and counsel, today is the date scheduled for sentencing on your client's plea to possession of drug paraphernalia as charged. And did you have an opportunity to review the report and recommendation?
Yes, Your Honor, it's factually accurate.
All right, and as to the recommendation,
Your Honor, I believe based on what my client's been able to do on bond as well as the recommendations of the court, I'd ask that, excuse me, probation part, I'd ask that it be adopted.
all right, and sir, thank you for your service to our country. And
Sure.
you have been out of inpatient for how long?
I'm sorry. Out on outpatient was 28 days. I'm sorry.
How long have you been out of your inpatient program?
Just a couple days here, just a few days.
Okay. And if you were to test today, what's in your system?
I don't want to. I had a lapse. I did this weekend. I didn't. I'm really struggling here. I'm trying. And, I went. I went a good. I've been feeling bad about this the past couple of days. I would test positive for vitamins.
Okay. And so when you were released from inpatient, did you have a sponsor, a recovery coach? Did you have anybody that reached out to you?
I haven't had I haven't got a home group yet at in Monroe, which that's actually what I was planning on doing today. I did go to a meeting on Tuesday or Wednesday last week. When I got out, yeah, but I'm kind of in a bad home situation right now, and it's
What
very
does that mean?
triggering. I'm sorry.
What does that mean, a bad home situation?
My father drinks kind of excessively sometimes. He doesn't. He's worried right now because he's going through a surgery. He's getting a big major surgery done tomorrow, and he got drunk this weekend, and he just says a lot of things about me being there and stuff like that. And it was I was just really upset, and there's no excuse, but
Well, okay, sir. So here's a couple questions I have for you. Number one, do you have somewhere else you can stay?
today,
Well, there's somewhere else you can stay.
yes, I
so
do,
you can-
yes, and there's a gentleman I'm supposed to contact today, the DFW in Monroe, and he's supposed to get the process going, with the Monroe County Opportunity Program to get me housing, just stable housing right now, but I didn't, I haven't done that yet, but I was gonna do that this afternoon or today.
And sir, when you were inpatient, did you, in any of your sessions, did you work on any support or coping mechanisms in the
Yes,
event
yes,
your
yes, I did,
situation
yes.
is triggering?
Yes, I have. I worked with a lot of cognitive behavioral therapy and stuff like that. And I just really, I let it get the best of me this weekend, and I've been so ashamed right now. I know that I need to get in gear as far as getting the home group, and I also need to get back to the VA in Ann Arbor to go through their IOP program, which was helpful. I was doing that for 2 months before I got in there. I just but the disease is still there, and I thought I kind of like really, I guess I thought I had it really beat, and I just
I
was
don't
really
think it was
confident.
ever beaten, right? I think that, there may be times that you control it more than it controls you, but I don't think it's ever beaten.
You're absolutely right, Your Honor. It's a disease, and it's contagious. It's almost like a cancer that's contagious. And I had to remove basically through detox, and being in the program at the VA in Battle Creek was like being in chemotherapy, if you will. And now I'm kind of out, and I was on remission in a way. One bad thing, I get around certain factors, and I was aware, I didn't, I'm mentally, I'm in a better place, and I do have tools and things that I can use in my mind. I can replace those thoughts, but my father just really can upset me, and I need to get out of there. And that was the reason that I left.
So when did you last use them, sir?
That was Sunday. It was
Not yesterday, not this morning,
no,
you sure?
I Robert, I don't know what to say.
Well, sir, I'm trying to assist you
Yes,
while
Yes,
still doing my job. So,
I didn't this morning. I didn't do that. It was like I still had it in my pipe, and yeah, I did a little bit last night. So I mean,
and the program that you were accepted into, sir, that was, so, all right, you're set to be sentenced next week.
yes. Or no,
Friday.
this week, yeah, this
Friday.
week.
You've been accepted into the Veterans Treatment Court in
It's-
Monroe? Or,
Friday, I would be accepted. I would be accepted on Friday during my sentencing. I've been going through support through the program, but I haven't been actually in Veterans Court yet. I'm not.
right, that's where you're expected to be sentenced.
Yes. Yes.
When's your dad going in for surgery?
He's going in tomorrow it is.
So what's your plan for sleeping arrangements today?
Today, I was gonna go stay with my friend who is in recovery as well. And I went to an AA or NA meeting last week with her, and I mean, that's my best plan as far as tonight goes.
Okay. And you said you would test positive for amphetamine, but then you indicated it was in your pipe.
Methamphetamine, I apologize. It was meth.
Okay,
It was meth.
okay.
So I apologize. I apologize for saying that. I didn't mean to. I'm sure I would test positive for that too. Or that would be my system.
Anything else would be in your system?
No.
All right, so Mr. Shumke,
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm not trying to punish your client for being honest, but I also see that you've got some challenges in his recovery and I have some concerns for your client between now and Friday. Why should I not, why should I adopt the recommendation?
Well, Your Honor, in this circumstance, obviously, you can try and make it to Friday. If there's some other assurances you'd like him to do as far as comply with testing or anything that would allow him an opportunity to demonstrate that he can remain clean for this week and then embrace the new program starting Friday, my client is eager to demonstrate this support.
Here's what I'm going to do. Because you're set to be sentenced to the treatment court in Monroe County, I don't find that there is reasonable grounds to depart from scale 769.5. I'm going to indicate 60 days jail. I'm going to suspend that. You're going to test every day. I understand today the levels are going to be what they are. Tomorrow, the next day, they should all be going down.
Yes.
If they go up 1 nanogram, you'll be serving this jail time. If you don't go to your test, you'll be serving this jail time.
Yes, Your Honor.
And then we'll do a jail review November 6th. You're here that day, counsel? You don't think,
Yeah,
actually,
Judge.
let's do November 2nd. You're here that day as well.
Yes, Your Honor.
But I don't want to go too far out. I want to make sure that he still, that his levels are dropping. So we'll do 8:30 a.m. I want to confirm that he was in fact sentenced to the treatment court in Monroe County on Friday. All right, and then as to the fines and costs, the court will indicate a $300 fine, $100 screening assessment fee, $200 for the cost of prosecution, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50, $725 total. We did post a $250 bond, so we can apply your bond. $475 is your balance. Do you have any other money to pay today, sir?
I have a little bit of money in the bank. I think I have, sorry, Your Honor. I believe I have $70 in the bank. I could get that. That's all the money I have though.
And when do you get your next check?
Next month. This coming out, I guess, around the 3rd, maybe or so.
Okay, let's do $50 a month beginning November 3rd.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. Thank you very much. And Your Honor, if I can pay more, I will. I'll try to get that paid out as fast as I can.
That's fine. We don't have a prepayment penalty. We're going to see you back on November 2nd, sir. 1 increase will result in you going to jail.
Got it, Your Honor.
So if you want to go to the Wayne County Jail, then violate this court's orders. If you don't, then comply with the court orders.
Absolutely, not a problem.
Utilize the tools that you learned while you were inpatient. Please stop over probation and somebody will be with you shortly to get you set up for the drug testing.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, and we are on the record in the matter of the city of Wyandotte versus Alex Daly, 2319881 A and B. Sir, please remove your hands from your pockets, please. Thank you. And good morning, counsel.
Good morning, Your Honor. Your Honor, John Gold, for P 30758 on behalf of Mr. Bailey. Mr. Bailey, as to the arraignment of the charges, waiver form reading of those charges, and ask for plea of not guilty to be entered.
All right, sir, your name for the record, please.
Alex Bailey.
All right, thank you. The court will waive the formal reading, enter a plea of not guilty for purpose of the arraignment, and ask to the pretrial counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. I discussed this matter with the city attorney. It's my understanding that in return for a plea of allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, the driving while license suspended would be dismissed. He would also plead responsible for civil infraction of defective equipment. I've discussed with him all of his constitutional rights. He understands the rights that he will be waiving. I've also discussed any driving sanctions that this may cause, and he wishes to.
Sorry, which is what?
And he wishes to.
All right, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear from the testimony about to give this matter be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. You heard the plea of your attorney placed on the record, correct?
Yes.
As the amended charge of allowing a licensed driver to drive, how do you plead? Guilty? Is that what you're- okay? And as to the charge of defective equipment, how do you plead? Responsible or not responsible?
Responsible.
Okay. And you've gone over your rights and rights with your attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, ma'am.
that's okay. And you understand all of those rights? So I need you to speak up,
Yes,
please.
ma'am.
Okay. And please ready your client.
Thank you. Mr. Bailey, on August 12th of 2023, you were operating a motor vehicle in the city of Wyandotte.
Yes,
Did there come a point in time when you came into contact with the Wyandotte Police Department?
yes,
And was that because you had defective equipment?
yes,
And when they asked you for your driver's license, were you able to provide them with a valid operator's license?
no,
That's satisfied, Your Honor.
The court is also satisfied the plea is knowing, voluntary, and factually accurate. The court will accept your plea to the amended charge and counsel as to sentencing.
Your Honor, we'd ask for immediate sentencing. Mr. Bailey does have one more matter to clear up. That's in court. And he's making preparations so that once he gets that one taken care of, after getting this one taken care of, that he will be able to get his license returned. We'd ask for costs and fines in this particular matter.
Sir, how'd you get here today?
I walk.
And do you work?
Yes,
Where do you work?
I work for Austin Construction.
I'm sorry?
I work for Austin Construction.
And how do you get back and forth to work?
I get picked up.
And where is it that you had to drive on this day?
I was driving to the doctor.
Where's your doctor?
I was heading to the hospital. I was having an attack.
So why weren't you just called an ambulance, sir?
I wasn't even thinking I was trying to get there.
And which hospital were you going to? The one here in Wyandotte? Okay. And so where you live, sir, you're between North Line and Oak Street, correct?
Yes,
So then why would your car have been north of North Line since the hospital is also between North Line and Oak Street?
I wasn't at my house. I was with my son
And where does he live?
in Melvindale.
Why didn't you, if you're having an incident, why didn't you just go to the nearest hospital to Malvindale, which is in Dearborn right there at Oakwood?
I had issues with the Dearborn Hospital, so I only go to the Wyandotte one because they don't handle my situation the correct way
Okay.
with the doctors. And my doctor told me just to go to Wyandotte.
All right, $300 fine, $200 cost, crime victim assessment fee of $75, justice system assessment fee of $50. Does your son drive?
Yes, he does.
Why didn't he just drive you to the hospital, sir?
Because he just is getting his license and he has to drive with a licensed driver.
Oh, okay.
You don't need two people in trouble, Your Honor.
All right, I believe defective equipment is $125, I believe. Okay. All right, so $625 for the allowance on licensed driver to drive. I'm sorry, 525. I said 300, but I wrote 200.
Yeah.
The fine. So the total between that and the $125 for the defective equipment is $700. And
No, I can't pay, I'll need a couple of days if possible.
How much can you pay?
I'd like to be 150.
okay. Okay, the balance then of $550, how much can you pay per month and what day of the month works best?
I could probably, pay, within the month. I
Can you pay,
I'm sorry, that's that's $550.
Within a month, I'm sorry.
Your Honor, I believe the total was $650.
So,
650.
oh, see, that's not good. I'm already, my brain's already fading this early on our crazy docket, but let me.
The amount remaining would be $500. Can you pay $150 a month?
Yes,
And can you pay that by the 15th of each month?
yes,
And you know you can pay it off quick.
yes.
Okay, 650 or 15, okay? Just have a seat in the lobby and somebody will be with you shortly for the initial $150 payment, okay? Make sure that you're not driving anymore, Stu.
Yes, I will, thank you.
Okay. Until you're valid license, okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.